What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're taking a look at the Oblivion Remaster here on the Steam Deck. I'm on my Steam Deck OLED to be specific, and I want to get into this game and check out performance and see how it's doing because, of course, later on we've got another release with Expedition 33 that we'll be diving in and taking a look at as well. Being Steam Deck verified, I suppose, because it hasn't crashed, it's technically playable, but it is pretty rough. You're going to be running it at very low settings and your frame rate's often going to be under 30 FPS. But let's go ahead and get into it and take a look here. Just starting off full screen, uncapped, no VSync to see what things are doing here. Screen space reflections are on, and I leave it that way because I got no difference turning them off. Low on the preset here, and while you might sneak a couple of settings up, for the most part I've not been able to do that without losing performance that we really need. And then we have XCSS, which we can use in here, and FSR from AMD. I would use FSR if you're going to use FSR 3's frame generation. If you're not, I think XCSS might do a little bit better job, but either way, you'll be fine here when you get into it. Now here on the FSR balance, no frame gen, just sitting still in this area, you're like 32, 33 FPS. We'll just take a look at a couple of different things here really quickly. Now we'll switch this over to performance. You'll gain a little bit. It may or may not necessarily be worth it. You'll go up to about 35, 36 FPS there on FSR. And depending on where you're at in the game, you may or may not want to do that to get the additional performance. Now, if we turn frame generation on and then, of course, bring up our Steam Quick Access menu and turn on the manual GPU clock to 1600, we can use the in-game frame generation here, but I'm not a big fan of how it feels and operates in this game. We already have a really low base FPS and stutters and things like that throughout the game, so it wasn't feeling that great for me with the in-game frame generation, but you can use it here and kick it on if you would prefer to give it a try here. But I'm going to kind of stay away from it, and I'm really going to go ahead and stick with XCSS for this video, and for now the settings here. XCSS performance or balanced, though I don't see a really big difference, maybe 1-2 FPS between the balanced and performance here for XCSS, so I pretty much opted to go ahead and stick with balanced. Now, you guys can adjust this however you want. You could stick with FSR, use frame gen or not use frame gen. Remember, if you're not using frame gen, to turn off your manual GPU clock, or you'll kind of suffocate your performance there a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're winding up with here when it comes to the performance here for Oblivion the remaster, not remake. I keep wanting to say remake with the amount of work they did here. If you were to switch this to just medium across the board, it'll kind of hold at around 30 FPS sitting still here, but as soon as we go to do anything else in the world, it completely falls apart. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, there's plenty of times you're already going to be playing in the 20s anyways, with things the way they are here. So I wouldn't really sneak up any settings myself. Pretty much have to stick with low. The game's going to look rough. It's going to play a little rough right now. It does have some stutter and frame time inconsistencies in there. It's definitely going to drop under 30 FPS in plenty of places, while others will easily play above 30 and even seen into the 40s in certain areas. But again, a lot of places will dip down into the 20s, and we're still in the beginning of the game. I'm only about 4 hours in here, so we'll have to check performance later on in different areas too. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay of some different spots just so you can see a little bit more performance and what you might want to do with your settings if you are going to attempt this on the Steam Deck. Alright guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once.
Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others taken. They were taken to the tower.
Fall before me, Breton! I fought mudcrabs more fearsome than you!
By the gods! There's a psychopath on the loose! What's going on? What's going on?
Break the law on my watch, will you? I'll be... Then pay with your... What's the matter? Getting tired?